You know when you drop your kit and your heart absolutely drops? I literally just dropped this camera for the first time from like 2 inches off the ground, and I felt like a part of me had just died for a second. Seems okay. Seems okay. Afternoon. As you can see, for the first time in about 2 weeks I've actually put on some jeans and dressed like a functioning member of society, and it's really nice. I'd highly recommend it. I've just been living in trackies for the last 2 weeks. Don't. Oh, she's my fantastic. So the backstory behind this video is that I wasn't actually going to film it. Yeah, I wasn't actually going to film it. I wanted to do the PMPhotoAssignments challenge, and I wanted to film myself doing it, and yeah, and just show my thought process behind doing it. And then when it came to this one, even though it's the first one, I was sat there brainstorming. I couldn't think of anything to do, and I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to bother doing this one because I haven't got any ideas. It's not going to come out any good. Let's just start on the next one. And then I had a bit of a mental battle with myself about this. Let's set you down, bro. And then I had a bit of a mental battle with myself about this because I realised the whole point of this challenge isn't to who can take the best photo. That should be better. Yeah, the whole point of this challenge isn't who can take the best photo about this thing. The whole point of the challenge is to get out and take some photos. Or not even get out, because of obviously some places in the world you can't actually leave your house at the moment. Luckily we can go out once a day for exercise. So I'm walking the dog and doing it at the same time. But the whole point of it is to just get creative and continue being creative even though we're all locked in and confined to what we can do, is to still try and be creative anyway. So I had a whole mental battle with myself about this, about the fact that I need to get out and do this photo and try and get this photo regardless, because even if it comes out awful, the whole point of it is to get out and be creative. But yeah, I haven't really got any ideas what I'm going to do. I've got one idea, I don't think it's very good, but we're just going to go and try and take some photos and see what happens. So, let's go. I mean, that's kind of cool, but I don't know how we could use it. It's just a telephone pole, but I mean, that's pretty symmetrical where we are right now. We could do something like that. So after I took that shot, I had a look up here, and this looks kind of cool. This isn't anything to do with the challenge. I just think I made quite a good photo. I am now ridiculously out of breath from doing that run. So, I was thinking, ooh! Okay, that's dope. Alright, I need a couple of shots of this. That's pretty cool. I've been attacked. Oh. Okay, next thing I've noticed is this little area here. Punched in. Shot within that. I don't know. Like, I know it's the whole point of a challenge. It's not really easy. You're meant to be pushed to creativity. I bet the wind is blowing this out. I know the whole point of a challenge is to push your creativity, but I don't really know. Is he? Okay, so I've just spotted from the corner, sideways. It looks pretty cool. It's nothing special, but the idea I had was multiple shots of me doing different things in the photo, couple of them like half opacity, so it almost looks like ghostly, like me, myself and I sort of concept. I might be rambling right now, but let's give that a go here and then see if we can find the other shots on the way back, because I'm stumped. I'm struggling with this. And as it's the act of doing, I used to have tried. I fell in nettles. I fell in like a stinging nettle. There's a bit still in my leg. Let me put the camera up in this corner. So for some reason the dog insists on being in all the photos. It's just gonna make it great fun to edit, but it's kind of cute. I won't lie, I'm stumped, so I'm gonna call it a day there. We're gonna walk back. We'll see if we can get any other shots on the way back. But if not, I'll see you back at the desk. Okay, I am just this stupid that I subconsciously double tapped my headphones so the music started playing again, and I forgot. Well, I didn't even realise that I'd done it, and my music started playing really loud, and it made me jump so much that I genuinely like yelled. I'm so glad there's no one around to hear that, but I made the dog jump. That's how loud I just yelled, and that's how stupid I am. Oh no, stupid. So we're just filming this B-roll shot of me walking, and I've just potentially spotted another shot we can get with this challenge, so we're gonna get that now. The shot I've seen is this. If I do it this way, it might look good, and I can incorporate the multi-people aspect of it again, so we're gonna do that. Quick note, I did not try and get her to sit there. She is just sat there herself, perfectly center frame, and let me take a photo, which is amazing. Although she's really struggling to eat that bit of grass, which is kind of impressive. I do now need you to move out the way though, dog, so that I can finish this shot and we can go home. I'm starting to understand that vlog life bane that all the YouTubers talk about. Hey, should we go home now? That last shot, I think the last one might have come out alright, to be fair. So, let's go back and let's check it out. Hey. Alright, so it's the next day. I've edited the photos, been through them all. Say all, it wasn't actually that many. But yeah, I've edited all the photos and created the versions I wanted. I have to say they came out a lot better than I expected. As I think I mentioned earlier in the video, I had no expectations for these. I thought they were going to come out absolutely naff because I had no ideas. The one idea I did have, I didn't think it was going to be that great. So the photo I did actually use under the telephone mast tower thing was a very spontaneous idea to mount it in the corner, and it actually came out really well, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, let's go through the photos. So this is the first one. This is from a distance looking at the telephone tower. I do actually like it. I really like the edit I've done on these, quite moody edit. You can see me down the bottom. I do actually quite like it as a subject. I like the leading lines, the composition, the symmetry. I just think it's really, I actually think it's a lot better photo than I initially expected, but I didn't want to use it. When I was taking that first shot, I then looked up and saw this potential shot. So I took this and did a quick little film retro style edit on this, which I quite like. I think it's quite cool. Nothing to do with the challenge though. So for this first shot in the base of the telephone mast tower thing, I took 3 different shots of me standing in 3 different positions. I edited each one individually, got the edit I wanted, sunk the edit across all 3 so they were all the same, and I went into Photoshop. Within Photoshop I then merged the photos together to get this result, and I'm really happy with it, I have to say. Really happy. I really like how it came out. There was no intention for me on the left to be looking at Izzy, because the Izzy one was taken first, and I didn't actually know she was there at that point in time. So that wasn't intentional at all, but it kind of tied it all together a lot better than I expected. But yeah, the whole concept behind it was kind of me, myself and I. That was the thought process behind this idea. And actually having Izzy there in the foreground kind of gives it a bit of a I Am Legend sort of vibe. Except not a German Shepherd, a cute little puppy Labrador. She's still technically a puppy. And then went back to Lightroom, cropped it to 4x5, and then put a graduated filter at the top and darkened it to bring your eyes more to the center and the focus of it. So yeah, that's the photo I actually submitted for the challenge. I'm pretty sure I was late on the challenge. I mean, it's 2 Minute Tuesdays, they get released on Tuesday, and I submitted it, today's a Tuesday, at 6 o'clock, which was like 1 o'clock for Canadian time, so I'm 99% sure I've missed the cutoff for this challenge, but I still wanted to get it posted anyway. Second shot was as we were walking back through the path, we took the shot down the track with the trees all leading up. Again, actually for this one I took 4 different shots because Izzy sat in the middle. So I actually incorporated her into this, and I took 4 different shots and then merged them all together in Photoshop afterwards to get this. So this is the Photoshop, this is the photo image. Again, it was me, myself and I sort of ideology behind it. Again, I think Izzy adds quite a good element into it. Yeah, I haven't really got much to say about it. This is my take on the theme of isolation. I really like the leading lines going straight up caused by the trees. I like the fact my lens wasn't too wide that there's now distortion in the trees. The trees are still straight and natural looking. I like a bit of blurriness in the foreground because of the shallow depth of field, but it's also not too shallow that all 3 me's, actually no, that's a lie. The me on the left, me on the right is slightly out of focus, Izzy's slightly out of focus, but then the 2 me's at the back are in focus. And I quite like that. It just gives it a bit more depth to the actual photo itself. So they're the 2 photos I got out of it. As I said in the video when I was filming yesterday, I had I wasn't even going to film this video at all. I wasn't going to enter this challenge at all. But the whole point of these assignments are to get ourselves out there and push our creativity. And as you saw, I was struggling. I had no idea what to do. I couldn't think of anything. Everything what I was doing, I was just like, it's naff, but at least I've submitted something, at least I'm trying to do it. And that is the whole point. It is the act of doing that gets you these results. So like, if I hadn't even left the house, I wouldn't have even got these photos. You miss every shot you don't take. Both literally in photography, every photo you don't take, you miss. But in life as a whole, you miss every shot you don't take. And this is a key example of that. The fact that I actually went out, I tried to get the photos, and I wasn't impressed with them at all. I didn't think they came out that well. Got back here and done some editing, had a look at them, and they came out so much better than I expected. So if you're not following Peter McKinnon, follow him, get involved in these challenges, and just give it a crack. It's definitely worthwhile we're doing it. And as I say, it's the act of doing, that's the main thing here. So push your creativity. But as always, if you like the video, please drop a thumbs up down below. It massively supports the channel. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I am trying to get as much out as I can at the moment, especially considering lockdown. I'm trying to push myself creatively and try and get some more videos out. But yeah, without further ado, I'll see you next time. Peace.